Paranormal on KXRW 99.9 FM, Vancouver. I'm your host, Jason Hassler. We are here in Seaside, Oregon at the Ghost Conference, the Oregon Ghost Conference, and I have a guest here today. Tell me what your name and what it is you're doing here at the Ghost Conference.
My name is Brian Blackwood. I'm an author, one part of a two-part author partnership with my writing partner, Michelle Morningstar. We own and operate Unquiet Press.
Okay.
We're authors and we publish to them. We're here vending.
All right. And what books do you have available for people to purchase?
So my book is Fractured.
Okay.
It's about a man named Rook Mason, who is a serial killer who kills in an unconventional way. And his way in doing so runs afoul of both heaven and hell. And so there's a lot of paranormal suspense, a little bit of dark fiction, sort of not quite horror happening there.
And how long have you been writing?
Oh, I've been writing all my life. Very recently, I've come back from California, where I used to be a script doctor and scenario writer, sitting a part of a team in a writer's room. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, I've done various forms of writing for other technical documents and things like that. Nothing really exciting. But I've been a creative writer ever since my grandmother put a pencil in my hand and told me to get started.
Do your family and friends worry about you when you start writing serial killer books and that kind of thing?
Oh, no. They ask me every day, how's it going? What happened next? Yeah. No, they get really invested.
Is that the first book that you have out? Or
it's the first book that I have written for myself.
Okay.
Yes.
And where can people find that book for purchase?
UnquietTombPress.com.
Okay. Have you done any of the investigations here at the conference this year?
Not this year.
Have you done them last year before?
Definitely did them last year.
Which ones did you get to do last year?
I ran around with Pete Orbea, of course, doing
Port Gamble Paranormal.
Yeah. Port Gamble Paranormal. I'm also a member of Olympic Peninsula Paranormal Society.
Awesome.
Represented here in the room. And Western Washington Investigation of Paranormal Sciences. WIPS.
Okay. Awesome. So what kind of places have you investigated with them?
St. Ignatius, all over Port Gamble.
Yeah.
Some places in Port Townsend as well, like the Hastings building.
Okay. Yeah, we did the, what is that, over there in Port Townsend, they have that lighthouse. What's the name? I can't remember the name of that. We just did that. Port Wilson, is that?
Fort Worden?
Yeah, there's a lighthouse, so we investigated that. That was kind of an interesting place. It's pretty cool. And have you done the Walker Ames house? That's my favorite place to investigate, yeah.
Yes, the Walker Ames house and the Masonic Lodge across the street are, when you come during the Port Gamble Ghost Conference, I will usually be on one of the teams that'll take the public through. And
what kind of have you had any experiences at the lodge or at the Walker Ames house?
Being personally, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big skeptic, actually.
Okay.
I get into ghost hunting for the opportunity to have my mind changed.
Okay.
And I want that experience.
You just haven't had it yet?
Just haven't had it.
Well, maybe you will.
Hopefully.
I mean, Port Gamble is a good place to have your mind changed. That's for sure. There's a lot of activity there. What would it take for you to change your mind? What would you go, okay, that was paranormal. I can't disprove that one.
My wife and I, we have this conversation a lot, right? So for me, I think I would have to have like a full body apparition that I could interrogate.
So you'd have to come up and be like, hi, I'm a ghost, shake your hand and put his arm around you and be like, hey, I'm really here.
I'd have to apply some sort of scientific process to it.
That makes sense. Everybody has to have their own experience. And me, I try to go into every investigation as a skeptic, even though I'm a believer. You have to be skeptical about the location you're going to, and find a logical explanation. So tell everybody again the name of your book and where they can find it.
It's Fractured, and you can find it at UnquietTombPress.com.
All right, awesome. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.